Hey everybody, how's it going? I found out the other day if you're walking around on the south side of Chicago and a gangbanger pulls a switchblade on you and you say, dude, that's so 80s, he will still stab you with it. And then he'll say, who's bad? So don't do that. I had a pretty good week last week though. I won a $10,000 shopping spree. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was at a dollar store, though, so if anybody needs any grape Faygo or Virgin Mary candles or plastic frogs or crappy picture frames, talk to me after the show, and I will hook you up. I have taken up a new hobby, though. I call it put-pocketing. You see, when I'm on a crowded bus or train, I like to shove things into unsuspecting people's pockets when they're not paying attention. I have so much crap from the dollar store, I figure why not, right? I just like the idea that later on some guy will be like, what the heck is this? An NSYNC keychain? Where did I get this from? Who in the world was I with last night? Really need to stop drinking. What is this now? Baby hamsters? What am I gonna do? They're adorable though. I'm gonna name this one Lance and that one Joey and that one Justin and that one JC and that one Chris. I Googled that for the joke. In case you're wondering why I know all the members of NSYNC. I lost my job the other day. I was selling no soliciting signs door to door. Kind of a confusing job to have because the more upset people get with you, the more sales you make. Like, sir, there is no soliciting in here. Well, you're going to need signs. You have a point. I'll take 4. Then get out! Very high stress job. But I am working on some of my inventions. I'm working on an invention right now. It's an automobile that's better than a hybrid because it puts out no emissions at all. Because it's powered by hopes and dreams. Yeah. The only downfall, of course, is it'll completely stop working if you have a baby. Yeah. Or a conversation with my father. So, trying to work out the kinks on that one. My sister is really upset with me right now. She had a baby a couple years ago, and I haven't come to see it very often. I think she calls it a niece or something. She got some fancy word for it. She's always like, why didn't you come visit your niece? Why didn't you come visit your niece? You're a terrible uncle. And my response to that is, why should I have to take time out of my busy schedule to come visit the living embodiment of your irresponsibility? You know, if I lopped off my hand in a lawnmower accident, I wouldn't invite you over all the time to look at the stump. Hey, look at that, I totally destroyed my life. Isn't that adorable? Could I go ahead and fill up your inbox with pictures of it dressed up in cute little outfits? Go ahead and hold it. I don't care if it's covered in piss and poop and drool. It's part of your family. Now buy it a present. That's how I feel about babies, ladies. Together later. My sister still lives out in the suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago here. I grew up in Skokie, Illinois. It's a nice place. The thing that really bothers me about the suburbs now is whenever I go back out to the suburbs, like all these subdivisions are popping up. You know, the little like sub-neighborhoods where every single house looks the same and every street ends in a cul-de-sac. And God forbid you take a wrong turn into one of those places. It's like, oh, there's some traffic here. I'll cut through this neighborhood. And 17 hours later, like no matter how many turns you take, you keep pulling up in front of the same fire plug. Finally have to ring somebody's doorbell and be like, excuse me, sir, how do I get out of your horrible American dream nightmare maze? And they go, oh, well, it's easy. You're just going to take a right here on Circle Lane. You're going to go down to Circle Circle, go around Circle Circle to Circle Terrace. You're going to go down Circle Terrace to Circle Street. Take a right on Circle Street, right back out on Route 83. And then you just slap him in the face and drive over his lawn and his kid named Dakota and his dog named Dakota, and you hit his Dodge Dakota that's parked in the driveway. They tear down 5,000 acres of pristine white pine forest, build a subdivision over it, and then call it Piney Acres, as if to mock the thing they destroyed to make it. I had a situation, like every time I go back to my old neighborhood now, it's like, it's all different. Like all like these subdivisions are popping up everywhere. My father used to take me to this horse farm on the weekends, and it was really fun, and it was a nice childhood memory because it was before he started beating us. And I went by there the other day, all torn down now, and it's called Delaney Farm, after the farm that was once there. It's just a subdivision. It was really sad. Went by this other place called Hidden Pond Woods my brother used to take me fishing at. That's all torn down now, subdivision called Screw You and Your Childhood Memories, Dave Odd Estates. So that was weird. Another thing I don't get about the suburbs is every time you see a movie about superheroes, whether it be Batman or Spider-Man or Superman, they're always in a big city. Gotham City, New York City, LA needs the help from the big-time superhero. But what about the suburbs? The suburbs have their problems too. Why can't the suburbs get a superhero, you know? Why can't there be like Squirrel Man from Winnetka or something? Donald Weinstein is a soccer dad on the weekends and a computer programmer during the week. But one day he was cleaning his gutters on his lovely ranch-style home on Circle Lane, and he was bit by a squirrel that was sprayed with weed killer. And he's now harnessed all the powers of the fluffy gray squirrel and traverses the greater Winnetka area with his corncob belt and fluffy gray tail, fighting crime and injustice of all kind. Miss Johnson, you know you can't water your lawn after 4 p.m. on a Tuesday during a drought. Yeah, I know, Squirrel Man. Aren't there some kids shoplifting from the Walgreens you can go bother? Is that the one east or west of Main Street? Because the one west of Main Street is Bunny Man's territory. Don't want to mess with that. I had an opportunity to become a superhero a few years ago. I was scratched by an owl. Not going to go into details, but don't poke a caged owl in the face. But I did not become a superhero. But then I thought to myself, what kind of superpowers would I be if I was Owlman? I guess I'd be able to see real good and turn my head all the way around 180 degrees and puke up mouse bones whole, but I don't know if that's a superpower. Hey, bank robber, stop there! It's gross, isn't it? Now go put that money back or I'll see you real good. Hoo-hoo. I'm Dave Ott, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good night!